Welcome student in our e-learning platform. I am Abhilasha Singh, your computer teacher. Today we are going to learn chapter number 10 of class 7, that is cyber safety. So let us begin with our index page. These are the contents which we are going to learn in this chapter. In this chapter we are going to learn about the internet, advantages and disadvantages of internet, computer ethics, unethical practice, cybercrime, and safety measures while using the computer and internet. So let us begin with our first heading, that is the internet. Internet is a network of millions of computers connected to each other worldwide through the telephone lines, cable, etc. It has been a vital part of our life. With this internet, we can share our information, we can chat to someone from one place to another place within a second. Internet stands for Interconnected Network of Computer. Internet is one of the largest information database. It is a global system of interconnected computer networks that enable the user to share information and the various resources with each other. We can share the information across the globe instantly. Okay, here are the some internet popular services are email, online chatting, video conferencing, e-learning, internet, free calls, social networking, etc. Okay, we are knowing we are accessing almost all the type of the services with the help of the internet, like banking system, ticket booking, shopping, communication, education, from our computing devices using the internet facility. But with this we are increasing use of the online facility, which have been our life simple and easy, but we are also facing the threat of some unethical practices in the form of the digital attacks like hacking, phishing, spamming, cyberbullying, etc. We will see all these type of the unethical practices in our next heading. But we are moving to our next heading, that is the advantages of internet. These are the advantages which we are going to learn in this chapter. Advantages of network, internet, and the disadvantages of internet. Firstly, we are going to see advantages of network. First one, that is education. This is the first advantages of internet. It plays an important role in our present era. In this COVID time, this internet plays a very important role in our education field. This internet has changed the traditional learning system. It is widely used for the educational purpose by scholars, students, and teachers to learn anything and anywhere. Okay? It has shown the dramatic impact on the higher education as growing the number of university offers the online courses. IGNOU is one of the such university which offer this facility. Next one, that is the convenient mode of communication. With this, internet provide a convenient and the economical mode of the communication. With this internet, we can talk to anyone which we are just nearby us, or we can talk to that person which is more far away from us. Within a second, we can communicate with that person within a second through the internet. Next one, that is the business. An internet has brought a new opportunity for the businesses to sell the goods and services online, which has proven to be the beneficial. Meeting can be conducted economically through the video conferencing facility without physically visiting to the places. We can take the example of the e-commerce sites. With this, they are just doing the online business. We don't need to go anywhere. We just to open the website, buy the something from that website, and just add to a cart and buy that product. This is called the online business, which is done by the internet. Next one, e-commerce. You already know there are so many e-commerce sites are there. With this e-commerce site, we don't need to go anywhere. We just access that e-commerce sites from our home. We just access it, choose the things whatever you want to buy, and then purchase it. That is called the e-commerce. In e-commerce, it gives the concept to use any time of the commercial or the business deal with the involve the transfer of money across the globe by using the internet. Nowadays, many companies have their own portal websites which are used for the e-commerce. E-commerce industries has become one of the biggest industries in the world. Next one, health and fitness. In this health and fitness, this internet is now play a vital role in providing the extensive information on health and fitness. Using various medical sites, one can read more about the various disease, their remedy, and the precautions measures. In this our COVID time, we cannot able to go somewhere for the fitness purpose. We can just access the any medical site, just take the tips from that site and do at your home. Okay, media and entertainment. The internet has given us the facility, the media and the entertainment industry, downloading game, videos, songs, visiting chat room, surfing the web are some of the uses which attract people toward the internet. With this media and entertainment, we can enjoy anytime, anywhere with the help of the internet. Social networking. There are so many social networkings are there. You already know there are so many social networking already you are using, that is WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, etc. With this, we can communicate to anyone. It is the latest way to communicate. It offers a platform where an individual can connect with friend and a stranger on the basis of the shared interest or views. Next, that is a forum. An internet forum is an online discussion site where like-minded people can hold conversation in the form of the posted messages. You can take the example of the Twitter. You can share your views, whatever you have view about the anyone. You have the authority to share your views at the Twitter. Okay. Next heading is disadvantages of the internet. The internet has several advantages for every individual and it's extremely popular in this modern age. However, it is a tool which must be handled with a caution as its misuse can be hazardous. Some of the threads posted by the internet are as follows. First, that one is virus attack. Okay. The computers that are connected to the internet are more prone to virus attack, which can be result in the crashing of system, data loss, hardware malfunctioning, etc. The second one, that is a spamming. It refers to unwanted emails that are of commercial nature sent indiscriminately to multiple mailing lists, individual or the newspaper. It unnecessarily use of the system resources and can also be used to spread the computer virus or other malicious software. Third one, that is the theft of personal information. If your system is connected to the internet, it can be possible to access your personal information from your data. Okay, the internet is the main source of social evil like the piracy, plagiarism, and the privacy of an individual or an organization. One should be careful while handling one personal information such as the name, address, credit card number, etc. Because if you are connected to the internet, if someone has able to access your computer, then they can also access your personal information with the help of the internet. Okay, so be careful while using the internet. Next one. Next one, that is the pornography. This is a major issue posted by the internet. there are many pornographic sites on the internet that can be found easily and can be hazardous to the mental health of the children. Okay, next one, that is cyber terrorism. It causes a serious threat to the world nowadays. Modern terrorist organizations perform the target attacks on the power plants, banks, commercial areas, or the building of national importance. Okay, nowadays this type of the cyber terrorism is going on. Okay, these can be conducted remotely with the help of mobile phone and the internet, which are less expensive than the traditional terrorism method. Next heading is time wasting. Although the internet provides various services to its user, and people generally waste time and the energy in surfing the internet. Spending prolonged time on the electronic devices adversely affect our eyes as well as the mental health. So we do not excess use of the internet. If you need the internet for getting some information from the internet, you can use, but you don't need to use that internet for the long time. Okay, now we are going to move to our next heading is computing ethics. Ethics is a set of moral principles that cover the behavior of a group or an individual, and the computing ethics is a set of the procedure, moral principle and the ethical principle that regulate the use of computer. It defines the elements important of the human morals. Ethics would be refers to the specific values, standards, rule and agreement. Cyber ethics, basically cyber ethics deal with the moral principle or the code of conduct which is to be followed by the people while using the online services or accessing information on the internet. We can take the example, we should respect view of others, be honest, organize the right and the properties of the other on the internet. Some of the common issues related with the cyber ethics are plagiarism, copyright, privacy concern, etc. So, while using the online services on information, we need to be honest and follow certain rules which we are seeing in the next heading. Okay, these are the ethical guidelines for using a computer. Okay, we do not steal anyone's personal information, do not spy on the another person computer data, means you don't need to eye on the other system. Okay, you don't need to interfere in the other work, don't contribute to spread the wrong information about anyone using the computer technology. Okay, do not buy any pirated software and do not use someone as a computer resources and don't claim ownership on a work of any others. And one more thing, always give respect to the other while communicating. Okay, that means be respectful and the courteous with the fellow user while communicating to the internet. Never try to harm other people by unethically accessing their computer on the internet. Now we are going to see the next heading, that the unethical practice. Next heading is unethical practice. In this we are going to learn about the plagiarism. What is plagiarism? Plagiarism is the usage or the imitation of the language and the thought of another person projected on one original work. Means the word plagiarism is derived from the Latin word plagiare. That is, its spelling is Plagiare. Now I am going to write it here, Plagiare. This is the Latin word. With this Latin word it is derived. Okay, which means to kidnap or abduct. But in the field of the communicating, it means stealing the ideas, thoughts or writing of other people and using them by their own name without the knowledge of the original author. Okay, this is one of the serious offense which is punishable under the cyber law. Here are the some key points are there to prevent from the plagiarism. The simplest way to prevent from the plagiarism, that is a citation. What is the citation? Citation is a process of acknowledging the original writer and the source from their material has been taken. Means with the help of the citation we can prevent from the plagiarism. What is the meaning definition of the citation? Means with the help of the citation we can acknowledge the original writer and the source where the material has been taken. Okay. Now we are going to see prevention of plagiarism. These are the points which we have to use to prevent from the plagiarism. You must specify the source while inform reader regarding the basis of your ideas and the extent to your research. Mean you should give your name. Okay. To avoid plagiarism, one can rephrase the matter. Okay. Next one, that is the use quotation mark around all the quoted word of and the person to avoid the plagiarism. To prevent from the plagiarism, you should write your words under the quotation mark, and user should be aware of the pattern of the references. Okay. Acknowledging the source means if you want to use some information from a book or some website in your work, always acknowledge the source along with the such information from where it is taken. Taken permission from the author, if possible, take the written permission from the author of original work from using the content in your own work. Okay. Read and refrain means you have to take the aware of the pattern reference. Means do not just use the content as it is in the form of the source, but read from the various sources and put them in your own words. Means to avoid the plagiarism, one can rephrase the matter. Means you have to read it from anywhere, just take the information. Okay. I have to read some ideas from the different type of the website and just gather the information and reframe that point in your own words. Okay. Use quotation mark means put everything that comes from some other source within quote. This is also one of the way to avoid the plagiarism. That is why I told you, whatever you are writing, you should write that content under the double quotes. With the help of that double quote, we can save from the plagiarism. And we also should be aware of the pattern of the references. Now we are going to move to our next heading, that is cyberbullying. Next heading is cyberbullying. It is an act of deliberately harming, harassing, or targeting a person by another person using the internet. This includes insulting remarks and threatening messages sent by the emails, spreading rumors about the person either by the email or the social networking site, or posting embarrassing photos or videos to hurt the person, and the derogatory remarks against the gender, race, religion, nationality. So, to prevent from the cyberbullying, we should follow these things. Do not disclose your identity to the unknown person. Safeguard your password and all the private information from the inquisitive peers. If you are cyberbullied by someone, do not remain silent. You should take the action against the cyberbullying. Okay? If someone is abusing you, or if someone harassing or the harming you, at that time you don't need to remain silent. Keep silent. Okay? You have to take the action against that cyberbullying. Okay? Move to the next heading. Next heading is phishing. It is an act of sending an email to a user, misleading him to believe that it is from a trusted person or the organization. The user is asked to visit a website in which he is supposed to update or validate his personal details such as the username, password, credit card details, etc. Means with this phishing attack, any person can show you that person is known for you, and they can just take your personal information from you. Okay, in this way, the operator of the fake website steal your identity and commit the crime in your name. Okay, this could damage your reputation and cause heavy financial loss. Okay, so to prevent from the phishing attack, you have to follow these things. First one, identity suspected phishing emails that come from the unrecognized sender. Means whenever you are getting some mail from the unrecognized person, then you don't need to open that mail. Okay, and don't click on the link or the downloaded file or the open attachment in the email from the unknown sender. Means any unknown sender have sent you some emails, you don't need to click on the any type of the link, any downloaded file or any attachment. Okay, you just avoid it, or you can also before seeing that you just delete it. Be aware of the link in email data attached to ask the personal detail. Many links ask for thus your personal information, don't need to you click on that type of the link. Okay, enhance the security of your computer by protecting it with a firewall, spam filter, antivirus, and the anti-spy software. Okay, check your online account and bank statement regularly to ensure no unauthorized transactions are made. These are the prevention from the phishing attack. Next heading is hacking. It is an illegal intrusion into a computer system or the network. Means with the help of the hacking, any person can illegally come to your computer or access your computer without knowing you. Okay, to make the prevention from this hacking, you have to keep your password secret and change them periodically. Means you have to change your password periodically. Frequently update your operating system and other software like the antivirus. On the some periodic manner, you have to update your softwares and the operating system. Always make use of the secure website by looking at the lock sign. Wherever you find this lock sign or the HTTPS, okay? Only use that of the website which website have the lock sign or the HTTPS. Okay, you should follow only that website. Next, avoid using the open Wi-Fi. It makes it easy to hacker to steal your personal information and inappropriate content from your system. Means wherever you find any open Wi-Fi, you don't need to connect that your Wi-Fi connection. Okay, these are the things which you have to follow to prevent from the hacking. Next heading, spam. Next heading is spamming. Spams are unwanted bulk emails to come from the strange sources. Spam are generally sent in a large number of numbers for the commercial advertising. In spamming, million of copies of the same message are sent to email user worldwide. Spam is a serious security concern as it can be used to deliver the Trojan horse, viruses, worms, spyware, any type of the virus. Okay, this is the main attack which have send you the number of mass mails in a same time from the same source. Okay, to prevent from this type of the attack, spamming attack, you have to follow these things. Install the spam filter or the block software. If you suspect that mail is spam, don't respond, just delete it. I already told you in the hacking, those mails or the messages came from the strange person. You don't need to open that message. Without seeing that message, you have to just delete it without responding that. Okay, reject all the instant messages from the person who are not in the contact list. Means whatever you are getting message from the any unknown person, you don't need to read it. Okay, you just reject all the instant messages from the person who are not in the contact list. With these points, you can able to prevent from the spamming. Okay, protect your online privacy by disabling the cookies into the web browser being used. Okay, install security software like the antivirus, anti-spyware, or the firewall software to protect from your system against the intrusion or the infection. Okay, keep your software and the security patches up to date. Means you should regularly update your software. Do not click on any type of the URL those who are came from the unknown person. These are the things which you have to follow to prevent from the spamming. Now move. Next heading is individual right to privacy. The right to privacy may be defined as the claim of individual, group, institution to determine when, how, and to what extent the information about them could be communicated to the other. Okay. To make the prevention from the privacy, be careful while sharing your information. Never share your login detail with anyone. Delete the sensitive data when not in use. Never click on a link sent to you via text or email from the strange person. These are the basic measure protection or prevention rule from saving from the anything. Okay, now move to the next heading is software piracy. When a software is copied and distributed illegally, it is called the software piracy. Okay, what are the symptoms of software piracy? You purchase a single license copy of the software and load it on the several computer contrary to the license on this is called as a software lifting. Okay, you make the unauthorized copies of the copyright software and distributed them. You can install and sell the unauthorized copy of software. These are the symptoms which are for the software piracy. To prevent from this thing, we have to follow these measures. Measures to prevent from the software piracy. Buy the license copied of the software. Follow the terms and conditions of the license for the software product you purchase. Okay, always try to buy the license copy. Purchase the software CD from the reputed seller. Wherever you are buying any software, you have to buy it from the reputed seller to ensure that is the genuine. Software is available on the online. Download it directly from the manufacturer website. Whatever software you want to download, you have to download it from the manufacturer website only. Register your software to avoid the software lifting. What is the software lifting? In the software lifting, you can use a single license copy and load it on a number of things. Means you have to just make the duplicate thing of the original thing. Okay, you have to register your software to avoid this software lifting. Now move to the next heading is intellectual property right. Intellectual property is a term that refers to the legal property right of a person over the creation of his and her mind, both an artist and commerce. Okay, now under the intellectual property law, owner are granted certain exclusive right over the use of his and her creation, such as musical, literary, artist work for a certain period of time. Okay, these rights ensure that the creator hard work is safe and protected from the unauthorized copying and piracy. Measures to protect intellectual property right. Okay, these are the three measures we have to follow. Patent your invention, copyright your art and publication, and register your trademark. What is a patent your invention? A patent is a right relating to the new invention that grant the inventor the sole right to make, use, and sell that invention for a specific period of time. Okay? Copyright your art and publication. A copyright is a legal right granted by the law to the creator for his original work. With this copyright, they have to get the copyright on his own original work. The right provided under the copyright law prohibit others to create a copy of the work. Means no one create the duplicate copy from your own work because you have a copyright law. Okay? Legal action can be taken if someone copies the work without the permission of the author or the organization. Next, register your trademark. This protects the brand name, logos, packaging, and other distinctive designs that identify and distinguish the product of one manufacturer or the seller from that of other. The validity period for a trademark is the 10 years and it can be further renewed. Means if you have registered your trademark and you want to renew that trademark, then you can also renew it after the 10 years. Okay. Next heading is cybercrime. Cybercrime is any illegal activity done through the internet is called the cybercrime. We can take the example identity theft. Someone can steal your email ID or the password and use it to send a fake email containing false information about the product, winning the lottery, etc. Whatever the any illegal activity done through the internet is called the cybercrime. Okay. This cybercrime is divided into the three main categories. Crime against the individual person means any crime that has been done for any specific person. A crime that against the property means someone is claiming for the property, or the crime against the organization or the society. A crime has been done for the any organization or the society. Okay. There are also credit card account theft, internet fraud like the ordering good in order, name, extracting the mobile phone contact, imitating documents, currency, object, whatever the things that done by the internet is called the cybercrime. Okay. Move to the next heading. Safety measures while using a computer and the internet. To prevent from all these type of the attack, you have to follow these measures to prevent from the any type of the internet attack. Okay, you should follow these things. Minors should always surf the internet under the supervision of their parents. Okay, parents should decide and suggest the age and appropriate website to their children. Means parents should give the name of the website that the person or the children can use. To minimize the chance of the attack or the hacker cracker, one should use the strong password. Means wherever you are using a password, the password should be in the strong way. Means that will be in the combination of alphabet, alphanumeric numbers, special character. Okay, your password should be in the strong. To avoid losing data privacy while transmitting the data from one side to another side, encryption can be implemented. Okay. To prevent your data losing of data, you have to use this encryption. What is the encryption? Encryption is the process of transferring data into unreadable form. With this encryption method, no one can read your information. One more thing can be implemented, that is decryption. What is the work of decryption? Decryption will convert the encrypted information into the readable form. Wherever you are using the encryption, you should use the decryption. What is the encryption? Encryption is the process of transferring data into the unreadable code. And what is the decryption? Which reconvert the encrypted data information into the readable form. They both have used together. Next, set up your computer for the automatic software and operating system to make your system robot. Okay, always you should update your operating system and the software on the daily regularly basis. Okay, taking regularly data backup is the primary and the most reliable method for the data protection. Means you have to regularly take the data backup. Ignore unwanted and strange emails and be cautious of the attachment, links, forms, email that come from the unknown person. Means wherever you are getting any mails, mail, photos, videos, audios from the unknown person, you don't need to open that thing. You have to just delete it. Make use of the firewall. What is the firewall? Firewall is a security system that prevents unauthorized people to access your system and the network. With the firewall, you have to prevent from the any type of the attack. What the firewall will do? Firewall is a security system that prevent unauthorized people to access your system and the network. Means any other authorized person cannot able to use your information. Okay, that is why you have to use the firewall. These all the things we have learned in this chapter. Hope you understand each and every topic of this chapter. With this, I am going to finish this video. Have a good day.